Warning. Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
In 1997-98, no one really knew who Osama bin Laden was in the general public.
Osama bin Laden selects 19 Al-Qaeda soldiers to attempt the biggest attack on U.S. soil since the Second World War.
This just in, you are looking at obviously a very disturbing live shot there. That is the World Trade Center, and we have unconfirmed reports this morning that a plane has crashed into one of the towers of the World Trade Center.
September 11, 2001. "7:35 a.m. American Flight 11 begins boarding at Boston Logan International Airport. On board are 11 crew members and 81 passengers, including 5 hijackers. Less than 15 minutes after takeoff, 2 of the hijackers rise from their seats. They both stab a flight attendant. Another 2 hijackers begin ushering the passengers towards the back of the plane. They then breach the cockpit and take control of the aircraft. Flight attendant Betty Ong calls the Air Traffic Control Center from the aircraft to report the hijacking.
Okay, my name is Betty Ong. I'm number 3 on Flight 11.
Okay.
And the cockpit is not answering their phone. And there's somebody stabbed in business class, and we can't breathe in business class. Somebody's got mace or something. Our number 1 got stabbed. Our purser is stabbed. Nobody knows who stabbed who, and we can't even get up to business class right now because nobody can breathe.
Recording this. At this point...
This is operations. What flight number are we talking about?
Flight 12.
Flight 12. Okay, no, we're on Flight 11 right now. This is Flight 11.
It's Flight 11. I'm sorry, Nitty.
Boston to Los Angeles.
Yes.
Can anybody get up to the cockpit? Can anybody get up to the cockpit? We can't even get into the cockpit. We don't know who's up there.
Well, if they were shrewd, they would keep the door closed, and...
I'm sorry?
Would they not maintain a sterile cockpit?
I think the guys are up there. They might have found their way up there or something. Nobody can call the cockpit. We can't even get inside.
At the helm of Flight 11, Mohammed Atta, the 9/11 ringleader, turns the plane and heads toward New York City. He accidentally hits the wrong button. He believes he is only speaking to the passengers on board. In fact, he is broadcasting his message to air traffic control.
We have some planes. Just stay quiet and you'll be okay. We're heading to the airport.
And who's trying to call me here?
Nobody move. Everything is okay. If you try to make any move, you'll injure yourself and the airplane. Just stay quiet. Nobody move, please. We are going back to the airport. Don't try to make any stupid moves.
As Flight 11 begins racing over the top of New York, another flight attendant calls the control tower. Panic is heard in her voice. We are flying low, we are flying way too low. Oh my God, we are way too low.
I had one.
American Flight 11, carrying 10,000 gallons of jet fuel, crashes into the North Tower of the World Trade Center.
It's 8:52 here in New York. I'm Bryant Gumbel. We understand that there has been a plane crash on the southern tip of Manhattan. You're looking at the World Trade Center. We understand that a plane has crashed into the World Trade Center. We don't know anything more than that. We don't know if it was a commercial aircraft.
Now, by the entire ABC network, Good Morning America was in progress in the East Coast and the Midwest, but we're joined by the entire network just to show you some pictures at the foot of New York City. This is at the World Trade Center. Obviously a major fire there, and there has been some sort of explosion. We don't fully know the details. There is one report, as of yet unconfirmed, that a plane has hit the World Trade Center, and you can see that there is smoke there coming out of at least two sides of the building.
And we do have some breaking news that we want to bring you around, and we're going to go to a picture, a live picture from New York City. Apparently a plane has crashed into the World Trade Center in New York. 8:52. We have limited information at this point. We don't know about injuries in the building or people on the ground, but obviously this has potential for being a major disaster here. Look.
Italian 1 to Manhattan.
Italian 1.
We just had a plane crash into Upper floor of the World Trade Center, transmit a second alarm, and start relocating companies into the area.
As first responders and news media's attention is drawn to the World Trade Center, United Flight 175, also out of Boston, has also been hijacked and is heading for New York. 8:55 a.m. Communication between NORAD, the FAA, and Air Traffic Control begins to break down. All of them scrambling to try and locate and intercept United 175.
Check with your arms. Do you know if anyone down there has done any coordination to scramble fighter type airplanes?
Is there big airplanes in the area?
No, we have several situations going on here. It's escalating big time. That we need to get the military involved with this.
Wow, what's going on?
Just get me somebody who has the authority to get military in the air now.
All right, I'll go tell them.
Hey, Joe, you see 3321 code just southwest of Newark by about 15, 18, 20 miles. 15,000 descending.
Looking, hold on, southwest Newark by about 15, 20. Don't see any.
Hey, we're tracking him, made a hard left turn. He's descending pretty rapidly. And especially what just happened in there.
I got somebody who keeps cussing, but it looks like he's going into one of the small lamp points down there.
No, this guy's a big boy. This guy's a big boy because he's leaving some big contrails. I'm trying to bring him up here, get you. Okay, southwest of Newark. There he is right there. Hold on.
I'm just out of 9,500, 9,000 now.
Do you know who he is?
We don't know who he is. We're just picking him up now.
All right, heads up, man. It looks like another one coming in.
As workers begin to evacuate the South Tower, security stops them and commands them to return to their offices. Unbeknownst, what is about to happen?
I'm standing up looking, and somehow or the other I just looked towards the Statue of Liberty, that direction, and what I saw is a giant plane coming towards me, eye level eye contact. So fast this is happening, and your mind is going so fast. And all I can remember doing is, Lord, I can't do this, you take over. And I can still in my head now hear that sound, that revving sound this engine is making as this plane is coming towards me. Last minute before I dove under the desk, I saw the plane starts tilting.
United 175, carrying 51 passengers and 9 crew, hits the South Tower of the World Trade Center.
Read this word the fast way. Get ready.
Attending a visit at Emma E. Booker Elementary School in Florida, President George Bush is unaware of the situation unfolding in New York.
What do these two letters say?
White House Chief of Staff Andrew Card leans in to inform the president. A second plane hit the second tower. America is under attack.
To the Chinese 7. What do you got up there, Chief? I'm selling voice stairway, 74th floor, no smoke or fire problem. The walls are breached, so be careful. Yeah, 10-4, I saw that on 68.
Hey, Tommy, you still there?
Yes, I am, Jerry.
Tommy, I'm going to reconfirm with downstairs, but as far as the tape, but Tommy Jones seemed to think that the guy said that we have planes. Now, I don't know if it was because it was the accent or if there's more than one, but I'm gonna reconfirm that for you, and I'll get back to you real quick, okay?
Appreciate it.
Get what?
Planes as in plural.
American Dispatch, Jim McDonald.
Indianapolis Center, did you get a hold of American 77 by chance?
No, sir, but we have an unconfirmed report the second airplane hit the World Trade Center.
Say again?
You know, we lost American 11 to a hijacking. You know, American was a Boston, Los Angeles flight.
It was, all right. I can't hear what you're saying there. You said American 11?
Yes, we were hijacked. Which is a Boston LA flight, and 77 is a Dulles LA flight, and we have an unconfirmed report a second airplane just flew into the World Trade Center.
Thank you very much. Goodbye.
American Flight 77 is also another hijacked aircraft. Only this time the aircraft is not heading for New York, but for Washington, D.C. 9:26 a.m. President Bush's Solicitor General, Ted Olson, receives a call from his wife Barbara. She informs him that her flight, American 77, has been hijacked.
One of the assistants in my office at the Department of Justice came in and told me that my wife Barbara was on the telephone. Then she told me that her plane had been hijacked. We spoke for a minute or two before our communications were cut. She called again a few moments later. She wanted to know what she could do, what she could tell the pilot. I asked her where she was in the airplane. She had started off in the first class section. She told me that she and the passengers had been herded to the back of the airplane, that the hijackers had taken over the plane with knives and box cutters.
Colin Scoggins of Boston Air Traffic Control learns that an unidentified aircraft is heading for the capital. He is unaware that it is Flight 77.
Call came over the Telcon stating that there was an aircraft 6 miles southwest of the White House.
Also at this time, Ben Sliney, the operations manager at the FAA, makes a drastic decision.
We were at war with someone, and I couldn't comprehend the scope of it, but I felt I had to do something immediately to try to gain control of the situation. And I gave the order to land all aircraft at the nearest destination. No one had ever shut down the National Airspace System prior to that day, but I felt that the best thing to do would be to clear the skies, and whatever was left we could manage with.
American Flight 77, carrying 64 people, hits the west side of the Pentagon. With the U.S. Capitol now being attacked, the closest fighter jets are 29 minutes away.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a difficult moment for America. Today we've had a national tragedy. 2 airplanes have crashed into the World Trade Center in an apparent terrorist attack on our country. I have spoken to the Vice President, to the Governor of New York, to the Director of the FBI, and have ordered that the full resources of the federal government go to help the victims and their families, and to conduct a full-scale investigation to hunt down and to find those folks who committed this act.
Meanwhile, the attack on America is still continuing. – 8 a.m. United 93, scheduled to take off at this time, would be delayed for a further 42 minutes. Once in the air, the hijackers would wait an additional 46 minutes before commencing their attack, meaning that the other 3 hijacked planes would all have hit their targets before United 93. 9:26 a.m. United 93 pilots, Captain Jason Dahl and First Officer Leroy Homer, receive a transmission from Air Traffic Control. Beware of cockpit intrusion. 2 aircraft hit the World Trade Center. They request confirmation of this message before they can receive it. The hijackers begin their assault. They stab a passenger, usher everyone to the back of the plane, and storm the cockpit. Air Traffic Control hear the assault take place on the radio.
Somebody call Cleveland.
United 93 is now in the hands of the hijackers. Their target: the U.S. Capitol building. The hijacker pilot, Ziad Jarrah, makes the same mistake as Mohammed Atta. He radios his message to air traffic control, rather than the passengers.
Hi, this is the captain. I would like to all remain seated. We are all aboard and are going to make the airport, and we have our demand to remain quiet. Okay, it's United 93 calling.
Due to the delay, the passengers on board United 93 quickly learn what has happened across the United States. Just 29 minutes after the hijack, the passengers begin to plan to take back the aircraft. 9:57 a.m. The passengers, led by Tom Burnett, Jeremy Glick, Todd Beamer, and Mark Bingham, begin the assault. They quickly overpower two of the hijackers, including the one with the supposed bomb. Ziad Jarrah begins to throw the plane from side to side, in an attempt to throw the passengers off balance. They reach the cockpit door, and begin to smash at it with a service trolley. One passenger screams, in the cockpit, "If we don't, we'll die." Knowing they will not reach their target, Ziad Jarrah turns the plane nose first, and hurtles it towards the ground. United 93, carrying 44 people, crashed in a field in Shanksville. No one survived. 9:59 a.m. Back in New York. Everyone is still mesmerized by the events that took place at the World Trade Center. 57 minutes after being hit with United 175. The South Tower begins to collapse. Stuck in the South Tower, Kevin Cosgrove was on the phone with emergency services during this time.
What's the telephone number? I'm waiting for SC to pick up. What's the telephone number you're calling? You can do AC. You can do NEC there, 441 2623. 441 2623. It's on 105th floor on the northwest corner, right? Right. Hello. We're looking at the financial center. Three of us, two broken windows. Oh, God!
Today, our fellow citizens, our way of life, our very freedom came under attack in a series of deliberate and deadly terrorist acts. The victims were in airplanes or in their offices. Secretaries, businessmen and women, military and federal workers, moms and dads, friends and neighbors. Thousands of lives were suddenly ended by evil, despicable acts of terror. The pictures of airplanes flying into buildings, fires burning, huge structures collapsing, have filled us with disbelief, terrible sadness, and a quiet, unyielding anger. These acts of mass murder were intended to frighten our nation into chaos and retreat. But they have failed. Our country is strong. A great people has been moved to defend a great nation. Terrorist attacks can shake the foundations of our biggest buildings, but they cannot touch the foundation of America. These acts shatter steel, but they cannot dent the steel of American resolve. America was targeted for attack because we're the brightest beacon for freedom and opportunity in the world, and no one will keep that light from shining. Today, our nation saw evil, the very worst of human nature, and we responded with the best of America, with the daring of our rescue workers, with the caring for strangers and neighbors who came to give blood and help in any way they could. Immediately following the first attack, I implemented our government's emergency response plans. Our military is powerful and it's prepared. Our emergency teams are working in New York City and Washington, D.C. to help with local rescue efforts. Our first priority is to get help to those who have been injured and to take every precaution to protect our citizens at home and around the world from further attacks. The functions of our government continue without interruption. Federal agencies in Washington, which had to be evacuated today, are reopening for essential personnel tonight and will be open for business tomorrow. Our financial institutions remain strong, and the American economy will be open for business as well. The search is underway for those who are behind these evil acts. I've directed the full resources of our intelligence and law enforcement communities to find those responsible and to bring them to justice. We will make no distinction between the terrorists who committed these acts and those who harbor them. I appreciate so very much the members of Congress who have joined me in strongly condemning these attacks. And on behalf of the American people, I thank the many world leaders who have called to offer their condolences and assistance. America and our friends and allies join with all those who want peace and security in the world. And we stand together to win the war against terrorism.